Yay. Good job. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy Wednesday, baby.
Happy. I've almost been sick several days. Just got over it. That.
You almost have been sick several days. Okay, well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you for taking care of me.
You're welcome, sweetie. It's my job.
Tanjareen takes great care of me, guys. She even cooked me 3 meals a day yesterday.
Wife piece. That's what we do.
Well, let's slow down. But yesterday, she fed me 3 meals a day.
Yesterday was the only day I was halfway home. I wasn't even home that long.
Did you wipe it and wipe it on me? What was the purpose of that?
Because it was shining on your face. You're welcome. Is what you were trying to say.
You just dirtied my shirt up.
Your shirt has seen better days. Listen, everybody, this is Marriage Go Round this way.
Where's the accountability? I just showered you with thanks and applause.
You showered me thanks and applause for one day of the several days. You made sure to say one day.
I said 3 days yesterday, 3 meals a day.
You're stuttering because you know what I said.
Sunday was the worst of it, guys. I had a massive fever and a headache that was throbbing so much that I started crying. I told Tanjareen, I said, I'm scared. She said, what you scared of? The pain. And then she had made me some soup, which was delectable. Made me feel great. And then Monday, the fever broke and I had some more soup. And then she made me something else. And it was like, oh, this is great. And then yesterday, 3 meals a day. Now, I don't think I'm going to get that treatment anymore.
No,
but I will say,
you're good. You're grown.
It was a great yesterday.
Anyways, I'm glad you're appreciative. Welcome, everybody.
How's your day been? Marriage go round.
Excuse me.
Marriage go
You're
round.
out of order. Oh. According to our very professionally typed show script, it's typed up by our producers. It's not time for that yet. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 59 of the Marriage Go Round podcast, hosted by Tanjareen and CT. Before we go into the theme song, I'd like to shout out the people who were in here hours before we got here. Jordan Taylor was first. He says, this is going to be exciting. Baby, you're trying to get under my skin. I'm not going to let you. Kenny King was right after that saying, we ready. Team Tanjareen. Team Reen. Rattler Steve says it's Wednesday. So you know what that means. MGR, Marriage Go Round. Let's go. Hashtag Team Reen. Team Reen means that they are subscribers on my Patreon. Autumn Reed says, tonight will be a special night. Oh, got to sing it. Tonight will be a special night, no matter where we go.
You messed that up. How did you even? Okay,
because it's CT and Tanjareen on the MGR show. Got me saying, my. A lot of Kaya.
Kia in the night.
What's that?
Yo, so yesterday, first of all, shout out to Team CT. We were playing Mortal Kombat 1 on PlayStation, and we got in the group chat, and it was a lot of people's first day playing, and I was on a run, and Gorilla was messing with me, and he had some wins as well, but I was on fire, and Napalm came in and said, there's going to be a lot of people in the lab tonight. It's going to be a lot of people with that Kia. Woo! You talk about tears in my eyes. So Kiaing is fighting. Practicing the moves, fighting.
Kia! Thank you, baby. That's all you had to say. That is hilarious. Kia! It's a lot of Kia's tonight. It's hilarious.
You know,
Thank you for the explanation.
I'm going to let you have that one.
Thank you, Autumn Reed.
You are a cold piece. She's been on my head for 48 hours, y'all. You ever be with somebody and they say something a little too smart and you be like, are you okay? What's going on? Nothing. I'll be fine in a minute. It's like, man.
You were purposely on my nerves the other night.
No, that was Monday. I was on your nerves Monday night. I was not on your nerves Tuesday night.
But it was probably some spillover.
Whatever man is in your life, you need to tell him that he is doing way too much when it's starting to bleed over in the mind.
I miss my side dude. Listen, okay, Isaac says, looking forward to the show. Let's go. Elijah says, hi, Tanjareen. Happy Wednesday, Tanjareen. My baby Tanjareen from Andrea Lilly. She says, superstar CC. And throws up our favorite emojis, which are the blue heart and the crown for him, the Tanjareen heart and the Tanjareen emoji for me. Latasha Luxury's in the building. MGR, let's go. It's almost time. These are all people that got here before us. Shattered Dreams is right on time. Now let's get to what you've all been waiting for. We in here. Green Ranger always makes us laugh. What's up, Tanja CT? Hey, everybody. Oops, what happened to that? I don't know. It says to hide it. Okay. CT and Tanjareen, favorite married couple. Hi, CobraTay. Ashley White. Not on the nerves on purpose. LOL. Exactly. Yeah. What's up, Zachary?
Because Monday night, she flipped out over something, and I was just like joshing around. So when she got mad, I was like, man, what's she mad for? So I go upstairs and try and bring her some more joy.
That was not joy. You can't bring more joy when there was no joy to begin with.
You didn't have no joy? That's a deeper issue. So I get up there and bring her some more joy.
You didn't have no joy.
And she was angrier. And I was like, man.
Yes, and you knew I was. I was trying to go to sleep because I had to get up early almost every morning, and you don't. And I said, please leave me alone. Please stop touching me. Let me go to sleep. And you was over here on the, you don't like this?
You like love language.
You don't
It's
want
your love language. You'll be touched.
Oh, you were so
But I'll give credit to Tanjareen. Tanjareen is so respectful. Even when she's angry and there's a lot of please and would you mind and all of that stuff.
Please stop getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Please give me a moment to myself.
Yeah.
George says, please don't ever break up. They're coming after black couples on YouTube. Hey, man.
Who they coming after? What happened on YouTube?
It's not going to affect us, baby, because we're in it for the long haul. Lexi Lex says, LOL, trying to joke around, knowing you already mad. That part, Lexi Lex.
Because it doesn't bother her when I'm mad. She just continues to go.
Oh, is this a real thing? Oh, this looks like spam. Sending you positive energy, send my friend request. Yeah, this is spam. Okay, bye, Emily. Pillow fights are therapeutic. If this man hits me in a pillow with a pillow while I'm in the bed, we're fighting.
Listen, I took a breath in. Who's that, Green Ranger? Oh, that was God Trip. I'm going to take a breath in. I want you to look at my chest and arms.
Pause again.
And as you see my chest and arms inflate, I would demolish her in a pillow fight. That's why it's not allowed.
Actually, we've had pillow fights, and I'm not sure you always won.
I'm saying now.
Because you admit that you didn't win the ones in the past. So he's really been at the gym all this time, guys, so that he could finally beat me in a pillow fight. CT be like, time for revenge, Lex says. Okay, before we go any further, I need to shout out somebody who blessed us before the show started. About 55 minutes ago, Guy Tripp sent $25 on Cash App. We don't ask for donations, but I knew he'd probably send it to you as well. So thank you, Guy Tripp. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. He's giving you the let me hold you hug, CT hug. Thank you so much for sowing seeds. You know we are on strike. We're not working. Even if we were, if you're enjoying our content, we appreciate any type of, gratuity. So thank you so much for blessing us.
I'll tell you where it's going. That is going towards Spider-Man 2 next month. I will tell you that right now.
Baby, we got to make sure our bills are covered.
Well, priorities.
Also want to shout out something that just came through hot off the presses from Ashley White. Now listen, y'all. A few weeks ago, she sent us $20. The next week, she sent $20. Last week, she sent $50. I don't know who she's topping other than herself. She just sent $100. Ashley White, who are you slanging for?
Yeah, you slanging something.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Can we just take a moment to give her soft, slow, wet kisses?
I got some soft lips.
You do, baby. I love them. That's for you, Ashley. And you didn't even send nudes.
Oh, you gotta get those. I gotta get those.
No. She sent $100. Thank you, Ashley White, for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen tree. I don't know where all this money's coming from, but we appreciate you. We love you. Those are my soft, slow, wet kisses, because that's what you get when you send over $50. You ready to get into Ashley out here whipping that work? Let's
whipping that work.
All right, I enjoy y'all. It's never a problem, Guy Tripp said. That's so nice. Man. Thank you so much. Yes, Ashley White, I just now saw this. Check your Cash App, Tanjareen. Blessings to you, the best couple. I appreciate that. F around and F out. Yes. Okay, so.
Reggie Williams. So we played the game today too, right? So yesterday on Mortal Kombat 1, I got 30 wins. And I just tapped out at 30 wins. That's when I started to spend some time with you last night. Today, I got to 30 wins again, and I beat a big, massive player named Tyree. And Reggie was in there with us. So here's the funny thing. I sent Reggie an invite to the game, right? Reggie got on, and the first thing he said to Tanjareen, he said, y'all ain't at work? Yo, with the sound of his voice, it was so hilarious. It was so judgmental.
Middle of the day, what are you doing?
Y'all ain't at work. Because as you know, Reggie and his amazing wife own several businesses. And I found out today, Reggie said, hey man, we sold all the businesses.
Yeah.
I said, why? He said, man, I'm tired. I'm done working, bro.
Good for him. He's just collecting money.
It was so great.
Spider-Man is always top priority because with great power comes great responsibility.
You better know
Randy says. Reggie was appalled that y'all were home in the middle of the day.
Yo, I wish I could have heard, because here's the thing. I'm feeling better and I'm going out in the world and stuff, but I'm not racing nobody no time soon. I'm not going to beat my personal record at the gym anytime soon, at least for the next couple of days. But between Reggie, Napalm, and the fellas, they've made me laugh so hard the past day.
That's what they're for. I love it.
God, it was so funny. Y'all ain't at work?
Let me hold 50 of them there,
Yo.
Reggie. Let me hold 50 of them, Reggie. Oh, because he sold all this stuff. Let me hold 50 of them, Reggie.
And Reggie has young kids. He also has adult children, but he's got the young kids and he gets to spend time with them. I'm sorry. Let's get to the theme song because I can't say anything.
I'm listening to you with
You
all
giving
the
me
patience in the world. I'm listening. This is what patience
What
is.
else about Reggie? Okay. Can we get to the song? That's what your face is saying.
Didn't say anything with my mouth. You like the shirt, Marcy? It's available on Tanjareen.com. That's me in the middle for the eye. Wife piece available in various colors, hoodies, masks, fanny packs, tank tops, t-shirts, whatever. All right, we got something to put. Oh, Ashley White says, I learned the biggest lesson from Tanjareen was when you give to folks, especially if I may be going through some burdens, I'm still going to make sure I give and bless folks, because when you give, a bigger blessing will arrive. That's so true, because giving and receiving are the same exact thing from opposite ends. The more you give, the more you receive. If you're holding on one, the universe holds on the other. So I'm praying that you see the blessings that you're giving to us tenfold from various places in your life. You ready for the theme song? That wasn't a genuine smile. I'm going to ask you again. Hey, babe, you ready for the theme song? That was worse. Are you okay? Okay, first of all,
I'm sick.
Why do you want to go to the thing tonight?
I just want to sing the theme song.
Oh, you too sick to sing the theme song, and your voice sounds like you're not fully healed, but you still want to go out. I don't want to go.
It's like when it's like when they throw a party at school, you're like, man, I can't miss this party. I've been healing for days for today.
No.
And then I'm going to recover tomorrow and have Friday.
I don't think that's how it goes. You're supposed to be around people. Never mind. Anyway, let's go. You ready? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. Do you remember this choreography?
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go round. Let's go round. Tanjareen and CT's let's go round. Because it's merry things and things are up. Merry things and things are up. The Real Relationship Podcast. Blacka. How did he do, you guys? I couldn't see. It sounded like you did great. It sounded like you nailed it. You guys, 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10? Always good to hear the theme song. Yes, I'm ready for the theme song, Zachary says. When are y'all coming back to Hawaii? I was just talking to 808 Text, and they said they miss you all too. Yes, Guy Trippin. His birthday's coming up the end of this month, the owner. We're going to talk to him hopefully soon. Y'all smoothed out the choreography. Okay, Guy. Okay, 10 out of 10. Standing ovation, Autumn Reed says. Hey, he nailed it. 10 out of 10, Kyle says. I'm very excited. What have you been up to lately, babe? Latasha says 10 out of 10. He did that. 1,000 out of 10, Ashley White says.
Thank you. Saturday I performed. Sunday we were supposed to go up to support my guy Fuzzy for his birthday, his 40th birthday. You know we all love Fuzzy, friend of the show. And my throat just wasn't feeling right. Pause. And I was just like, Fuzzy, I think I should stay home, man. And he's like, all right. And I went to go take a nap. And when I woke up, that fever hit. My headache was crazy. I could barely move. It was some kind of bug going around, man. I heard a lot of people got sick in that span, not even in this state. So, so Sunday, Monday, and yesterday, just Monday was better. Tuesday was a lot better. But Tanjareen had bought me a slice of pizza Monday, and I didn't want to eat it. But you know I can't resist pizza. And I ate the pizza, and that gave me mucus. So I'm dealing with that. But other than that, I feel cool. I'm about 79%.
All right, that's a C plus. Okay.
You could be around people with a 79.
I don't know, babe. I don't know.
You just don't want to go. I'll go without you.
It's a couple's game night.
A couple people she named, I don't think they're in a relationship. One dude for sure ain't in a relationship. When she said it's the same people from last time, I'm like, how you gonna pull that off?
Oh yeah.
They done broke up.
Oh Lord, we'll find out. We'll find out. Did you put some tussin on that pizza? I did not, Guy Trip. I did not. Monty said nailed it. 9 out of 10. Everybody else gave you a 10. Monty gave me 9 out of 10. Extra point because CT sick.
Thank you.
That Cocoa 19 is what Granger said.
No, it wasn't. Thank God it wasn't. That cocoa, I remember when I had that cocoa, I have not ever felt anything like that. The cocoa, I could not move my body without extreme energy. Extreme energy. I'm talking about I had to be like, it took a while for me to get downstairs. It took a while for me to move from the couch to the kitchen. It was, you remember.
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, I get annoyed when you get sick because I know ways to prevent it. But this time when you were sick, I was so bored. I missed you so much.
Really?
Yes. I was like,
yes.
Man, it was so quiet in the house. And I was like, man, I want to spend time with him, but I don't want to go in the same room and like hang out. But I missed you.
I want to hang out, but I don't want to hang out?
Right.
Oh, should I tell them that?
No.
Okay.
Whatever you're about to say, if you have to ask, then the answer is no.
Okay.
I don't even know what you was about to say.
You knew what I was about to say.
Glad you feel better, my guy.
Thank you.
On my way home but I had to give y'all an update. Oh, CobraTay has an update for us.
Grab the rest of that water out the refrigerator, please.
I'm
a host while you do this.
Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood theme song pessimist. CT, thank you for song singing exploits. Every single time CB Golf watches the replay on YouTube, the only thing he comments on is whether you sang the song and how I shouldn't have made you do it. He never watches more than the first 3 minutes of this episode.
Okay.
And he doesn't have anything to say about any of the topics of the day. It's always about the theme song. So he's here to watch it live to comment about the theme song. What's up? Nice to catch the live stream again. What's up, Amos Coates? Where have you been? Other people have filled in for you from being a sugar daddy, Amos Coates. Amos Coates is all the way in the Netherlands. It's 9 hours ahead where he is. It's the middle of the night. He has broken us off. He's broken me off. So much in donations. I love him dearly. But while he was gone, Reggie Williams, old school ruler, Reggie Williams and Ashley White have kicked in as a sugar mama and daddy positions. It's good that Tanja's always there to take care of CT. I remember you with Coco. You didn't even want to play any games for like 2 weeks. The Team CT core was worried.
I couldn't. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man. That was pain.
Well, hopefully.
And a lot of other people got it a lot worse than me, so I'm very grateful that God shined on your boy.
I'm glad too.
Yeah, could you grab that bottle of water out the refrigerator, please?
How about you just drink from this one?
That's not cold. Let's get to the comments, guys. Okay.
Amos says,
I've been getting some sleep finally. Got a question ready to work. So I'm so glad that y'all saw that she threw that, because this is how she's laughing about it. This is her. This is the real Tanjareen, guys. And nobody's laughing but you, and you're having a ball. Cackle.
He's sick, Tanj. Have a heart. He's claiming he's not sick because he wants to go to game night tonight. So all of a sudden he's better. Anyways. The things that we want to talk about for relationships. I just want to remind you or inform you, if this is your first time watching a Marriage Go Round episode, this is a relationship podcast. Yes, we're really married. We don't just do sketches separately online and together online. We've actually been married for more than 9.5 years. We've been together for 13. And we like to learn about relationships. We like to give the advice that we have. We also like to receive advice and suggestions. So we're here, and they are laughing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The violence praying for you, CT.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rattler C said, uh-oh. Let's get to the comments, guys. Tanjareen, why are you bullying your husband? Lexi Lex, you don't understand how he treats me off camera.
How
you
guys
treat you,
my queen? You had to stick your tongue out. Wow, that was a real laugh.
Anyways, we're talking about relationships. Anything about relationships you want to talk about as far as being?
Yeah, I have something to talk about relationships.
How you're taken care of?
When you cackle, you go from 29 to 67 years old. Jesus.
Oh, wait, y'all are really married? Shut up, Rattler Steve. I know you know. That's not true, Tanjareen. It's funny to see your relationship at work in real time, plus everyone's comments on the topics. Yeah, but I would like you to actually comment on the topics as well, CB Golf. That's all I'm saying. You can say what you want to say about the theme song, but how do I know you actually saw anything else in the episode is all I'm saying. She's your queen to be. So I was in the Discord, which you guys know I have a Discord. It's called Team Tanjareen. He has a Discord. It's called Team CT all day. I don't know what it's called.
CT is dope.
Your Discord name changed to CT is dope? Oh, okay. It's called CT is dope.
Yeah,
the
man.
links, I don't have a reason to because you don't be in there. But if you go in there, I'll go in there. Anyways, we love to have a Discord. Join, have fun, be part of the elite. I was hanging on mine yesterday, and I was speaking to a young lady on the Team Reen. Her name is Natasha. She's been married 31 years, been with her man for 33 years. And she's really good at giving advice about relationships. And she said something that was interesting to me last night. Me and a few other people that were in the live room. It was Nola, Pissed. I can't remember if Emperor Kev or King Diesel were in there. But anyways, she said, just casually, talking quickly, she said she noticed that women who have a lot of girlfriends don't have a husband.
Oh.
And I was like, let me think about that. That's bars. And then, oh yeah, Nola was in there and she was like, damn, I think she might have a point. So I want to ask you, because a lot of when a woman has a lot of girlfriends, a lot of times those girlfriends are single. And they encourage you as a woman to stay single. And the second that you come home and tell them about a date you had or relationship you're in, they're like, girl, I wouldn't put up with that. Ain't no man going, And the next thing you know, you're back single with them. So do you agree with this statement that women who have a lot of girlfriends don't have a husband? What do you think?
I won't even go that far as saying they don't have a husband. I will say women with a lot of girlfriends aren't typically in happy relationships because they don't allow their relationship to be their relationship. They allow their girlfriends to tell them and input on their relationship so that they're easily influenced. That's everything I've ever told a woman I've dated is this relationship is between us. It's not between you and your girlfriends, you and your family. I don't need you getting advice from your family and me getting advice from mine about you. We in this together. Because what happens when you get in an argument and you tell your family and friends about it and then they're judging your spouse and then when y'all get over it, they're still remembering that
and
stuff.
They don't know why you stayed with the man because they remember the bad stuff you told them about the person. Hold on, stop the presses, stop the present. Amos Coach said, y'all not finna outdo me. He's just super chatted on YouTube. 220 euros because he's in the Netherlands. That's worth more than dollars. He says, what? No one is replacing me. Amos Coach, I love you. I have missed you. I've missed your funny comments, but I can't be mad at you bringing back these donations, sir. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. We appreciate you. These kisses are slow and wet because it's more than $50 in American. These kisses are just for you, Amos Coach.
You gotta give him a hand job.
I mean, how do we?
Well, nobody said a mouth job.
Oh, my bad. I don't give hand jobs. That's why I went straight to that. My hands are rough, guys. It runs in the family, so I don't really do hand jobs because I feel like I'll never be as good as the man who I'm performing it on because he's had his whole adult and adolescent life to try it with his hands. I'll never top that. But anyway, back to Amos Coach. You okay?
You can try.
No, baby, they're too rough. You won't like it. You won't like it. Amos Coach. Amos Coach. You can try. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. That's amazing. I appreciate you, Amos Coach. Thank you. Now back to the question of the day. Do you think women with a lot of female friends are unmarried? So the comments are saying, Deanna says she's absolutely correct. Bandersnatch is talking to Amos. Big pockets, Amos. Side note, we need a grocery store trip soon. Who are you talking to, Bandersnatch? Deanna's laughing. They stole the kisses. Ridiculous. Let me see. Where do I go? Let me go back to when you guys are actually answering the question. Oh, Angelo Giles did the translation for us. $253 in USD. Dang. Thank you, Angelo, for breaking that down. Randy says men don't do that. If a man married his boys, already know not to say anything about his wife unless he's ready to fight his friend. I believe that, Randy. I believe that. They might not like her as a girlfriend, but once he decides to make that woman his wife, I feel like his friends will stall her out unless they see her doing something super wild. Now, do you disagree, Randy and CT, that they will keep their mouth closed about the woman until they see that woman out in public disrespecting their friend? Or will they still keep their mouth closed? CT?
I think they'll still keep their mouth closed. BT knows so much about both of us. And I remember we were about to break up, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gone. And he didn't sound surprised enough for me. And I was like, all right.
He didn't sound surprised that you were going to break up with me?
Yeah, like I feel like you had talked to him, and then I talked to him, and he was trying his best to be like, oh, that's crazy.
Well, he is my best friend. So that doesn't really have anything to do with the point that I said. That if you see somebody out here, Shanita, hi sis. I saw her comment earlier where she said, oh, the mucus is Tanjareen's fault. I was like, I love Shanita.
You know what's crazy?
Is that it's my sister?
All right, let's move on with the show.
Go ahead, baby.
No.
Let me find some other comments. Ashley White says, sometimes the people you surround yourself with really show what type of company you hang around with. Absolutely true. I was looking at my friend Tammy's Instagram page. I sent you this meme, and it said, I gotta find it because it was really good. But you click to the ones that are answering that question while I find this thing from Instagram because I really did like it.
Christopher Golf, that's what I think, CT. Absolutely. What's up, Antonio Angelo Giles? Let's see.
Send it. Here it is.
Oh, Reggie said, Amos, that's cute. Cool.
Reggie sent us $500 on Cash App last month, so he is talking mess.
I have more guy friends than girlfriends, like a 15-to-1 ratio, and a husband has never been an option.
Oh, well then you're not even in the category. You don't even want a husband.
Yeah,
okay.
You already know that you're an exception to the rule because of what you like and expect and want.
Facts.
What do you mean by the grocery thing, Bandersnatch? George Sampson, I am, in fact, the man. Thank you. This reminds me of dead presidents, and I'm uncomfortable.
What part?
The slow kisses and handy, absolutely. What about if a girl hangs around with guys or has guy friends? Does that mean she isn't married type? Honestly, that depends on the type of relationship she has with these guys.
Good question, Bandersnatch.
That's what Ashley said.
Oh, sorry. Good question, Ashley.
If a woman has a lot of male friends, that's fine. But if she has a lot of male friends and she's got the relationship where every time they're around her, they like smacking on her butt or like groping her, that's not a friendship.
Yes.
Also, there was a friendship Tanjareen had when we were beginning our relationship where I heard them on the phone, like she had him on speakerphone, and he called her out her name, like on some playful stuff. And I was like, hey, I don't like that. Like, I don't care what friendship you got with somebody, but nobody's about to be talking to you any kind of way. And she was like, well, and I was like, I don't care about what you're saying.
They were being disrespectful to me?
It's like, I'm pretty sure the dude is like gay or whatever, but the producer dude, the movie guy. But it was like he was talking to you and he said something. I was like, I don't like that.
I remember him.
Yeah. And I was like, he's not going to talk to you like that anymore. And you were like, okay.
Yeah, I got rid of him. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you having my back. I think that was a really good question, Ashley. If you have.
My granny always said, you never complain or brag about your man to your girlfriends. Ooh. Back to my questions. If my boys have disrespect for my wife, he becomes the past and I expect the same in return. Facts. I think if you're really a friend, he will tell his boy, interesting. Love always finds a way to you. Yes, go ahead.
And I don't think that what CT answered about what he said about BT was really what my question was. Because my question was, if the woman is out being disrespectful, like wilding or maybe cheating with another man or something like that, and the boys see it, wouldn't the boys tell their homie, hey, this girl, your wife, she doesn't have your best interest at heart? So your example was about something different, but don't you think? Wouldn't you tell your homie?
Well, I was answering her question about having male friends.
Right, but before that, the other question was.
I didn't answer that.
I'm asking for the answer now.
Me. I got to be clear on the question.
It was said in the comments that men are not the way women are, as far as if they know that their homeboy married somebody, they will respect her and they won't talk mess about her. I said, what if they actually catch her out disrespecting their friend or out cheating on their friend? Then would they tell their guy, hey, this woman is not the one? I saw her doing this. I saw her doing that.
Yes. However, that's a large TV reaction. Like, the odds of you running into your friend's lady somewhere doing some dirt is very, very fictional. Like in my entire life, I've never seen one of my friends' girls out there with another guy at any of the same places we frequent or in the neighborhood or anything like that. But I have seen the ex-girlfriend of his hang with a guy, and you'd be like, oh, this is interesting, but they're already broken up at that point.
So with social media, I feel like it's easier to catch somebody by being tagged in a photo that somebody doesn't know they were tagged in, or by catching a story that goes by when somebody's at an event, and in that story, you see two people together they should not be. Or the person that posted the story, didn't tag this person because they knew they shouldn't have, but you still saw it. Like, there's still ways to catch. I mean, I don't know.
I have learned over the past 3 years that people's relationships are more than what meets the eye. And, I have friends that are in full-on relationships, and they're in other relationships as well.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is because all of his homies ain't shit, they don't really triple. You said they're in relationships and in other relationships as well?
No, I'm meaning there's a friend of mine who's in a relationship and is in a relationship.
What did you mean by in other relationships as well?
Meaning that person and their spouse are in two separate relationships. Meaning they're in a relationship with each other and they each have a relationship. So who am I to say, hey, I saw your girl doing this, or hey, I saw your man doing that, when I don't know y'all's dynamic? Or I know y'all's dynamic.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Got it. That's how all your friends are, or just the one couple?
Couple of them are different.
This is so Hollywood. Bandersnatch says, I've caught friends' men out doing dirt. I let them know they've been seen and told them to tell her before it came up in our conversation. I'm not snitching, but I'm not lying to my friend. I respect that. So it's like, you tell her, because if she asks me anything, I'm not going to lie for you unless you pay me off. I know you didn't say that part. Keep It Smooth says, that's because you've always lived in major cities. These small towns, I've seen the savagery in person a few times. My bad. How y'all doing, King CT and Queen Tanj? Hi, Keep It Smooth. Keep It Smooth just joined Team Reen again over on my Patreon and over on CT is Dope. We appreciate you being there. CT's dodging the question, LOL.
No.
It's complicated. So it's a relationship and two side quests. You don't even want to say. He's dodging the question.
Listen, they're different. Whatever they do is what works for them. Good
answer. He should make sure he sees him see her. Then tell his homie, depending on the situation. So if your homeboy is out and he catches your wife doing something she shouldn't be doing, the homeboy should let the wife see him. So like, hey, all right, now I see you. So now you need to go tell your husband, or, get it together. What you thinking, baby?
I'm also thinking you got to mind your business.
So you're not saying nothing if your homeboy's girl is out there doing some wild stuff.
Because I'm trying to think, for example, my sister and I don't look alike.
Okay.
And if my sister and I are at a movie, or we hanging out getting some lunch somewhere, and somebody sees me, but they don't make their presence known, or they see me and I see them and then they walk away, I'm gonna be like, now this is about to be a conversation, perhaps, that they have with Tanjareen, and they don't know this is my sister.
Your wife should know who your sister is.
Nobody's saying that you don't. I'm talking about the person.
Right. So the person, if they make yourself known, like a woman might come up to y'all. I would have
beef then with that person.
A woman might come up to y'all and be like, hey, CT, who's this?
I wish somebody would say, who's this, with anybody I'm next to, even if it's my sister or my mother. How dare you? You know, my lady, and you ask me, who is this?
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let's see. CT, Tanger's on CT's ass like Menace to Society. You know you done effed up, right? That's funny. Mike says, I love your podcast. I always listen while I'm swirling my chest hair, staring at a clogged toilet. Mike, are you a plumber?
Are you Super Mario?
It's me, Mario. Big Moses. So are they open or are they both cheating? Big Moses wants to know. This should take this long.
Because I don't know their dynamic. It's not for me to speak on.
Yes, you do. George says, I've seen a friend and coworker cheating on his wife. They offered me a ride, but I turned it down. I didn't want to be involved in that mess. Ooh, George, but you saw him.
They offered you a ride because you was paying attention too much.
You saw him. Now, do you know they're cheating just because they were in the car together, maybe going to get lunch together? Do you have any proof that they did anything intimate or that they are doing anything that's past the line of what we consider cheating? Mike is wild as hell. Let them know you see them. Sounds like Destiny's Child video. And next thing you know, they telling all your business over an expensive brunch. Hey, let's see. If Tange comes to my house, she'll be leaving with a neck brace and a cigarette. She's sexy. Hey, Mike. Oh, that's why they said you wild. Hey, Mike. You know this. You know this is my real life husband, like it says right here. It's my real life husband, so I'm not coming to your house. CT reasoning game is strong. Should have been a TV judge. What's up, L? Essels? I would love
to be a TV judge.
Essels, I'm gonna call you Essels. I think that's
he still ain't told us how to pronounce it, but I said how you say it.
I'm gonna say Essels. I like that. The crazy thing is seeing a friend in that situation who you wouldn't expect. Mind blowing, Guy Tripp says. Mind blowing. A ride. Amos says. I mean, I think people can go to lunch if they work together, hop in the same car and go get something to eat together. No, that's not considered cheating. Now, if they end up at a motel or if they stay in the car and make out, that's the cheating part. But just going to, you stop at Chili's or something or grab some food in a drive-thru and come back. What you think?
I think however you've been cheated on in the past will always raise suspicions for you in the future. If you were in a relationship and the person was like, "Oh, I'm just going to lunch with such and such," and then they ended up cheating together, then the next person that you with that says, "Oh, I'm going to have lunch with a friend," you're like, "No, you're not." So it's just
you'll be scarred for life.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to block Mike because he's on some wild
mess. What do you say this
time? It's not important. He's out of here. All right, bye, Mike. Thanks for watching. Okay, boo. He also uses his knuckles for punching. Let me see. I wish my wife would go eat with a dude for lunch, Reggie says. Okay. CT's a master of choosing his words.
I'm getting better, brother.
Yes, he is. And that's what somebody else said, that you should be a lawyer. Green Ranger says, CT, you could have been a lawyer with the way
you know what's funny? I've been hearing that since I was a little boy. Every teacher told me that, especially around parent-teacher conferences. Boy, you could have been a lawyer. And I'm like, hey, appreciate that. Maybe on TV one day.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would.
Jarrell says, nah, my wife bet not, capital letters, get in some dude car. Okay. Sorry, I'm late, fan. What's up, Slick Tafari? You got a story for us?
Uber.
Right. I always mind my business, but I definitely will tell my wife.
Oh, you got to tell her.
That's good. That's a good relationship right there. Let's see. They gonna snuff you, George. Just saying. What's that part? The past is the past and embrace your new future. Jordan Taylor's always so positive.
I hear you, Jordan, but that's not how pain works, brother.
All right, so we got a couple people in the green room. I can read one meme before we get to them.
I'm not really in a meme mood today. I want to hear these updates. First.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, you run the show, right? I forgot about that.
You did. Forget. So you would like to go to this person next? Is that what you would like me to tell the producer? I will let the producer know. You are out of pocket today.
What did I do?
You're out of
All I did was ask for water because I was parched because of recovering, and then I tried to click on a letter for you.
You was over here touching comments. You was doing all kind of things. That's not what you do. Slick Tafari ended his early bird early just to be with us. That's funny, Gotcha, because he's at the senior center looking for his next lady.
That's funny.
Not at all friends, just my best friend. Not all friends, just my best friend. Okay, here we go. CT got the Keith Henning told me that joke laugh. You know Keith Henning?
Who's that?
I don't know. Keep it smooth. All right, here we go to this person. CobraTay.
What's up, CobraTay?
Hi, CobraTay. Welcome to Marriage Go Round, episode 59. Where are you located and what is your relationship question or suggestion?
Well, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, as always, and my update is actually have a lady friend I'm talking to now, so that's a good thing. We're gonna see how this goes. No, this is someone down at my job.
Is it the young lady that you were gonna get the gift for, the poem and the jewelry?
No. Because
the first crush was our friend out here. So you done found somebody different in less than 7 days.
What I say? I got that. King draws people to him. So I mean, hey, I don't know. I can say that.
Here's the facts.
CobraTay. I love it. Well, congratulations. You guys have gone on a date and everything?
Not yet, taking things slow. So we just, talking, getting to know each other first. Take things slow. I'm not rushing nothing.
Good,
Okay.
man. Good for you.
Congratulations. What's your idea of the first time you guys hang out? What would you like it to be? Or what do you think she would like it to be?
Well, this is the thing, we both like the same things. Like we both watch anime and everything else. So maybe we could, go out to the park or something, just something outdoorsy, something casual.
Okay. She likes anime, but you might go outdoors because she told you she likes outdoors?
She's a big outdoors person, I could tell.
You could tell. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm
Plan a hike with her. Say, hey, let's go hiking before it get cold.
Yeah, ain't no way to hike out here in Baltimore, so that's the problem about that one.
Green Ranger said he's 6'5", Tanj. Not gonna be hard for him to get another one. I mean, I'm saying within a week, bam, bam, bam. Hey, GW, chill out on that. Never mind. Slick Tafari said, I want to know what was the question, Slick Tafari. So did you have a question for us, or you just want to let us know that you out here pulling these hoes? I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to call her a hoe. Just it went with the tone.
I do got a question though. Question
Okay.
is, um, my question is, how? Let's see. How come I'm trying to figure out how to word this? Uh, when is a good time for you to tell someone that, hey, I'm kind of feeling you, but I don't want to take things too fast?
CT.
I think you just said it perfectly. Because what you said in that sentence or that statement is what you're feeling and your intentions and your fear. And if there's anything I've learned is when you're vulnerable with a woman, they eat it up like ice cream.
Or at least I did. I don't know if they're all like that. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The way you said it is perfectly. Say it just like that. We love honesty. We love somebody to keep it real. We love to know somebody's intentions. But if you've been looking for a young lady, why are you trying to take things slow?
Because I'm not all the way there yet.
What did she do to make you feel like you need to hold back?
The thing is, we both were at the same place, and I know it's like, I know how it comes when you get to that point where you gotta meet the other person's family and everything. So before it gets to that point, I want to make sure that I'm together. Make sure, like, I got my own place, I got my own car, we both at the same place. So you already know I got my own job. I'm trying to get me together before it goes that far.
So right now you're living with your family. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So are you comfortable telling her that?
Not really. That's the thing.
Okay.
Listen, man, I understand that you want to get your own place and you want to get the car and everything like that. I'm telling you, stay there as long as possible. Save all your money. If you can, save up to like $400 or $500 to start buying stocks, something that can make you money on the side, and keep stacking your money until you can leave and know that you won't ever have to come back. But enjoy it, bro. There are very few people who are able to stay home and live with their parents or their family and, be able to save money. So take advantage of that. These girls ain't going nowhere and they look better every summer.
Ooh.
That's fun.
I don't know, that last sentence means just pick somebody a
By the
little.
way, I sent you some blessings, bro. You gotta check your cash app.
Oh,
there you go. And if you didn't know, his Cash App is Team CT Entertainment. It's right there on the screen. Team CT Entertainment. And this is our Patreons. If you weren't up to that information, reading these comments.
Hey, CobraTay, appreciate you, man. CobraTay just sent me a young blessing, you understand? Along with my guy Trip. Thank you both. Thank you.
CT clap.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, when I'm up, Team CT all day is up. You feel me?
When I'm up, we up.
I love that. Thank you for sowing seeds onto the Tanjareen and CT tree.
My guy.
Appreciate you. Good question. I think it's important to keep it real with women. I think it's important to let them know your intentions, and it's okay to say why. I'm not ready to be in a relationship because I want to be more financially stable, but I dig you. It's okay to say that. And actually have a goal of how long you want to stay in your folks' house. How much do you want to have saved up before you move? Like, have a plan before you jump out there, because when you really fall for somebody, next thing you know, you be trying to move in with them. And without you ever living by yourself, if they haven't lived by themselves and you guys move in together, then it might be some tension or some friction, maybe. So just have a plan.
Things were backwards for me. Thanks for coming in, Tay. Always a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Always, man.
Yay.
Things were backwards for me because I moved to LA and I moved out of my mom's house at the same time. I didn't have any money saved. I only had the $1,000 she gave me. And I hadn't held a job to where I could save any money. So I was just like, going by faith. And I don't recommend that for people who are like, yo, I gotta move out of my mom's house, where am I gonna go? But hindsight is 2020. And you don't really know the number until you know the number. So if you start doing your research, like, oh, it's gonna cost this much in rent. This is the average amount of rent that I'll be paying anywhere. Let me save up 20 times that. So that way, if you lose that job by the time you move, you got at least a year and a half or 2 years of your bills paid and your rent paid.
That sounds beautiful, but that's unrealistic.
Really?
Yes. People don't, the average person doesn't save almost 2 years worth of rent. That's a lot. If we were good at saving, nobody would be in debt. Nobody would have credit cards. Nobody would be making the financial decisions that they make that put them in the depression that most of the country ends up in. So I think it's a great idea to look up the type of place you want to live and how much it's going to cost so you have that goal. But to wait 20 months, people, when they have a lot of money in their bank account, they start to spend it.
Right.
When they see a lot of money, they're like, oh, well, I got you. No, I'll pay this time. Oh, mom, I got this. It's like, it's a difficult thing because they never taught us financial stability in school. For whatever reason, they never taught us accounting. So it's a great goal, but it's very difficult to attain. Great advice, though. Let's see. Be open, communicate, the cornerstone of a lasting, strong relationship.
That's crazy.
That is completely unrealistic, Autumn Reed says. CT, the way inflation is looking out here, sheesh, Lexi Lex says. Miss Cheryl says, if you know you are not interested in anything serious, is it even fair to be dating, especially if you don't say it up front? Miss Cheryl, that's a great question. But if you say it up front, you'll find out if she's interested or not.
It is realistic if you're living with your mother rent free. Like, if you don't have any bills and everything you're making is profit, it's extremely realistic.
Well, we don't know if he doesn't have bills. And everybody has some kind of bills, where it's a phone bill or whether mom hasn't paid an electric bill. But like I said, when we see money puts a hole in our pocket. If we're not trained.
I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, if I have no overhead and I know what I'm going to be making, the beautiful thing are people who know what they could be making for the next week or month. But I should be so lucky.
Right,
but
we have no idea.
We out here looking like, oh, look at that. Gorilla Tap 1. But, Gorilla, I found the overlay.
Back to gaming?
Yeah. But if I have no overhead, I know what I'm making for the next couple of months in order. It's extremely realistic to be able to save.
Lexi Lex says, shoot, groceries and food alone be breaking people's pockets. True that. Guy Trip says, find you a sugar mama who's like company until you get on your feet. Mixers be great places.
If I wasn't with Tanjareen, first of all, I used to eat like a nomad. I would go and buy $20 pack of chicken. I mean, two $5.99 packs of chicken. I would get 2 bags of dollar vegetables, and I would eat that for lunch and dinner every day. For breakfast, I might have a bowl of cereal, or I don't even think I was doing eggs at that point. So, like, yeah, you know what it is? Different people have levels of discipline for different things. My level of discipline goes away with food, but my level of discipline for, all right, I have to do something responsibly financially is there.
I want to read Green Ranger's message because it was more relationship oriented. He is commending.
We're trying to help Tay.
We are. It was about Tay. He said that he said him having the foresight to make sure he's good before courting that woman is so dope.
That's respect.
Commend you, CobraTay. I agree.
Wish the time.
Say it again.
I wish the time. We be figuring it out together. Do I want a relationship?
While she's in your lap.
Just stand out there a little bit.
We are terrible. Why are we this way?
I can do this for a couple of months.
George says, my mom wanted rent. Yeah, a lot of us did. As adults, we did pay our mom.
My mom tried pulling that rent thing on me. Like, yeah, I want $200 a month. I'm like, all right, here go $200. Now leave me alone.
And you never gave it to her the following month?
No,
and you knew she wasn't kicking you out.
Scrambling, yeah.
We'll discuss how to best financially prepare off stream, Autumn Reed says. Lexi Lex says,
I would love that.
But I get, okay, so let me go up to Monty says, definitely a great concept, CT, but without financial literacy, this is hard to do, exclamation point. Lexi Lex says, but I get what you're saying, CT, because you're still in a position to save money, some type of money. If you are living with parents or family rent-free, it's priorities. Exactly. But if you don't
That's all I meant.
Right. You have the position to do it, but it's the discipline and the knowledge of how to. Because like I said, the more money you see, the more you want to spend.
If you're getting paid $200 a week after taxes, and your mom is like, yo, I want $400 for rent. Woo! Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. This is after taxes. So you got $400 to yourself. You should be able to save $50 to $100 a month. And under my plan, I'm saying buy 2 stocks that are popular, hold on to them for about 3 months, sell them, kick that back to your bank account.
So if you're saving $50 to $100 a month, then at the end of the year, you'll have $1,200.
Oh, I was just going little by little as far as like buying a share of this or a share of that. But if you're giving if you want to play the long game, $1,200.
Because you said he couldn't move out till he had 20 months worth of rent. And rent is thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And you only have $1,200.
Yes.
So 20 months of rent, he's gonna be with his parents a long time.
First of all, we're not. If he's trying to move out and she's asking for rent, you can't get there off $400. You got to get there off of, hey, I need my money. What bill do you need me to take care of? Tell me that, because I can't just give you half of my check. But I'm talking about that was for stock. Like Autumn's gonna tell me. All
right, Autumn says you'll have to pay taxes on selling the stock. That's absolutely right. Lexi Lex says we're gonna have to talk more about these stocks in the group chat. Eyeball emoji. Jazzy says a lot of people who can't save money are just addicted to a certain lifestyle. That's true. And my pastor, when I used to go to Faithful Central Bible Church in Inglewood, one of the mega churches, he would say, you say you pray to Jesus, but look at your checkbook, look at your bank account. Whoever you're spending the most money on is your God. Is it shoes? Is it DoorDash? Is it the luxury apartment building you live in? That's your God. That's bars, right?
That's a wild statement.
It is.
It's your God? No, you just have a habit of those things.
He said that's what you worshiping, that false God, because that's where all your money's going.
For a while, DoorDash had me in a headlock.
Ooh, for a few years.
No, we don't need that.
Until yesterday. No, I'm just playing. God Trip says, my parents straight put me out at around 18. Thank God for the military. Try just being thrown out in the world before you can even make a financial plan. Ooh, God.
And you know what? I'm ready to vilify your parents. However, at the same time, I don't know if they knew what you know now. You know, a lot of parents are figuring it out. A lot of people don't know what you end up learning as time goes by. So a lot of those things we got to think about, you know?
Monty said, why would you say DoorDash though? They got you too, Monty? It's a wild statement, especially from a pastor. Well, it's their, so my God is, I already know, Amos, you live close to Amsterdam. I know who your God is. Listen, we got 2 more people. We got more people in the green room. Let's go. Hey, she's shaking it. Put the glasses on so you can see what she's working with. Hurry up, baby. Hi, Ashley White. Welcome to the show. You should get on the bed.
I don't have a bed, but I have a chair in my office, and I usually sometimes like say squat down.
Don't you do it.
And
Tell us what you usually
Don't
do
you
on the
do
chair.
it.
Come on now. It's an entertainment show. Just move the phone over so we can see you. Okay, she's moving the chair to the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley White, North Carolina. Hey, if she fall though, this is get it. Ashley White was so shy when she first met us. This is our fault. Amos is laughing. Ashley White, Randy says.
They're so perky.
Stay off the chair, Ash, is what Bandersnatch says. Bring back to relationship relevance. Financial independence and stability will also lead to healthier relationships because of less dependency. Thank you, Autumn Reed. Ashley White. Whoa. She over here trying to get chose.
hey, so see what happened? See what happened was I drink a lot of water, and I learned to. Sometimes I just be random doing stuff with no hands with the water bottle. So I be like, you know what? At least my throat is right. So let them know what that mouth do.
All right. Well, she's trying to get chose, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley Elise 3. God Trip says, I've been enjoying Ashley's page. Very entertaining and informative. Before we go any further, I did get something in the mail that I just picked up today. Oh my goodness. It's from Ashley White. She found our pictures online on Instagram, and she put her graphic design work around 2 of our photos. It says Clayton and Tanjareen. There's also a card inside. There you go, baby.
That's so dope, yo.
There's a card inside that says thank you. Let's see what it says. Let's see. At least my throat is right. She nasty, Lexi Lex says. Bandersnatch with the water and the whale, all the little... Oh, pick me face ass, mommy says. Okay, let's smile right here, babe. Cheese. Nice little screenshot. Cheese. Okay, great. And let me read this, and then we'll get to your question or suggestion about relationships. I know you posted 2 in my Discord in the Marriage Go Round room. This says, Dear Tanjareen and CT, thank you for always making a world a better place. The laughter, love, and advice you have blessed me with has truly been life-changing. Continue to be the amazing blessing that you are. Thank you, Team Reen and Team CT all day.
All day.
Ashley, IG, Ashley Elise .3. This is so sweet.
This is dope.
Thank you so much, Ashley. You're such a giver. And you just sent us $100. You're just being super, super kind. I know God is going to bless you.
Continuously.
What is your question or suggestion about relationships?
Okay, so I have a question. How do you, when it comes to intimacy or being intimate with someone, how do you differentiate if like your feelings for them or their feelings for you is real, or is it just like a phase, if that makes sense? Or just like a phase for a moment?
Well, they usually start off as a phase for a moment, which is okay because you start to grow and bond with somebody and want to be around them and miss them. The question is, what are you guys doing when you're together? Is it only a physical thing every time you see this person? Do they only want to see you after midnight? We used to call those people after midnights because they would only call you when they got home from somewhere so you can come over and please them. Are they being respectful, being sweet? Are they catering to you any of your favorite love languages? Are they taking you on dates? Are they sharing vulnerable moments and conversations with you? Or is it just a lust? What would you say?
I echo that a million. I would say for an immediate reaction, tell them to call you 30 minutes after they've masturbated. And if they have a great conversation with you afterwards and they still seem intrigued and interested, then y'all are more than just lust. But if they're like, oh, yeah, I just got busy, I'll talk to you a little later on, just lust.
I've never asked a man to call me after he pleased himself, but that's
30 minutes after. Anybody can call you right after. 30 minutes after.
Do you want to talk on the phone to anybody 30 minutes after you pleased yourself?
That's my point.
So then what if you really, really cared about me while we were dating, but you pleased yourself and went to sleep? Now I'm sitting there like, man, he doesn't love me because he didn't call me after he pleased himself.
Okay, an hour. That way I can have a nap, wake up, and still be in my same right mind.
Okay. Post peanuts clarity is real, Bandersnatch says. I had to put the P in there. What's up, Callie Burrs in the building?
Callie Burr.
Just ask them and see their response. GW says, oh.
People aren't that honest. You got to see by actions.
Time will tell, Amos Coates says.
About an hour.
Good question. Piku says, good question. Love versus lust. It's tough to tell. Also, I forgot to shout out Patrice Bowie's watching, and she said dating seems hard, and she is happily married. So I think back here she says dating sounds tough. Lots of food for thought here. Thanks for being here with us, Patrice.
I couldn't be single. I'd have cussed these hoes out.
You cussed me out.
Listen, we're talking about the hoe.
CT on point, GW said. But what about 7 minutes after, Guy Trip says?
Oh.
You're not even in the right mind to talk to yourself in 7 minutes after. 7 minutes, you sitting still. You're just like, oh my goodness. Whew, you got to clean up, straighten up. You need an hour.
So is that your real advice for her to know? Because are you talking about somebody in particular that you've actually met and you want to know if they're actually interested in you? Or if it's just a quick little something that might wear off?
Mixture of both.
A mixture of both, okay.
I dated a porn star in 2008. And
we were together in 2008.
We were not together in 2008.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I dated a porn star, and I was very rude in saying this, but she was like, we're supposed to link up. And she was like, oh, I'll let you know in a couple of hours. I'm like, cool. I went and handled myself. And then she called me. She was like, hey, so I'm free. And I was like, oh, yeah, I already masturbated. So I'm going to just talk to you another time. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I already masturbated. So I just talked to you another time. She was like, so that's all you wanted me for? And I was like, I mean, not like that, but I'm just saying, like,
That's
I'm already
that's all you wanted.
taking care of myself. Like, we don't even need to talk until I'm fully.
This is how you spoke to women.
I'm fully back, but it wasn't disrespectful. It was just like the obliviousness of what are we doing here?
Dang.
So that let her know that I wasn't
probably really interested in you.
She was. And years later, I said to her, I apologize once I matured and realized what I had said wrong.
Because you still meant it, but you wouldn't have said it out loud.
No, I would have. What I did, which is what a lot of people do, now they call it sex work. Back then, it was just porn. But I wasn't able to distinguish her away from her on-screen persona. Mm-hmm. And that's why I always tell women that do comedy, be careful what you say on stage, because people start to look at you and treat you like that. It's similar to Sukihana, like how people try to disrespect her based on the image that she portrays, instead of treating her with respect as a person and a human being first.
Yeah, which I think a lot of people, a lot of sex workers, strippers and all that experience that.
Yeah, so I did that. And, ignorance is bliss.
Thank you for sharing that. CT might be on to something, Big Moses says. If he talking to like none change after he burst, he might be into you.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
If I still like you after, oh my gosh. Hey, let's talk about this movie I just saw. I'm really into you. But if I'm just like, yeah, so I'll probably be back full tonight if you want to come through.
That's so disrespectful. Autumn Reed said 7 minutes is a long time when it only took 30 to 45 seconds.
Good for you, Autumn Reed. Knowing your buttons.
All right. Anything else, Ashley? Thank you again for the beautiful picture. You got some great comments about it.
She's so cute.
She's adorable. She's the best.
Great hair, nice skin. Look at her smile.
That's dope, Ashley. She killed that pic for y'all. Thank you so much. Anything else, darling? We have one more person in the green room, and we're already past an hour and 3 minutes.
I'm trying to tell you, but
she looked up.
I like it. She thinks. She was like,
CT keeping it real. You are a porn star, ma'am. How am I supposed to treat you? Ooh, gorilla time.
Gorilla out of control.
Ooh, gorilla. All right, we're gonna get you out of here. Ask your next questions in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, she got a tighter shirt on today, baby.
So perky.
The shirt is coming in like this, so you can really see the shape of them now.
Patrice got something to say. All right, we'll talk to you, Ashley.
Let's see what Patrice said. Then we'll bring in our last person. Patrice says, someone once asked me about how do you know you are truly in a comfort zone with the person you are dating? Do you fart in each other's presence before you have sex for the first time? Or do you have sex first before you fart in each other's presence? I answered fart first, because you know you are comfortable with each other if you are farting. That's the first way to make them not have a second date with you.
First of all, Patrice, I've been with this woman for 13 years. And you've just made her say a word 4 times
that I have never said. Yes.
So I'm offended off top. 2, Patrice, let's have some decorum. Okay?
Yeah, we don't do that over here. Some tact. We don't do that over here. Have some what?
Some tact.
Capital T at the end. But thank you for that, because that lets us know, Patrice, that you and your man are very comfortable with each other.
Pressure.
And it's been years. So whatever you're doing, it's working.
I don't even use that word.
We don't talk like that. We don't do the toilet talk. It's always good to live in a world where Tanj and CT are always there to make it bright future for everyone.
That's very
Thank
sweet.
you. Patrice is a wild savage. Sex before gas. If you gas first, you might not get the box 8. Got tripped, that part. But it depends on the person. Maybe that turned them on. Maybe they were like, oh, she keeps it so real. Like, you know how some women try to eat cute on a date, but then the next girl will eat some ribs and do all this and just be a savage, and the guy might be like, ooh, I like that she kept it real. I want to talk to her again. So it just depends on the person. All right, let's go to this last person who always has
Patrice.
a story. Thank you, Patrice, for sharing with us.
So playboy,
your wisdom. It's Slick Tafari. What up, Slick Tafari?
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all all right?
You know what's funny, man? Your whole vibe just seems like when you look at a chick, all I hear is,
That's great, baby. You hitting that falsetto.
Oh, shit.
That's for the women's word rendition. So tell us where you're located.
Detroit, Michigan. Bro hit the falsetto like crazy.
Man.
Do you have a question or a suggestion or an update about relationships?
Ooh. Yes, I have a question and an update. I'll go with the question first. I was told that expecting what the same thing that a female or a woman expects from a man is very feminine, like reciprocation type things. Like if I was to text a woman good morning, you know, I would expect a good morning back. And someone told me that that's feminine. I want to get y'all idea on
that. Mud Duck told you this, bro.
I mean, it was a general conversation. It was a friend of a friend, and even her boyfriend was looking at her like, wow.
So a woman told you that?
Yes, a woman said that that's feminine to expect the same thing that you give, or you know, serve or give to a woman, to expect the same thing is feminine.
It's actually called being respect. I mean, it's called what's the word? Not reciprocation. Common decency. If somebody says hello to you, under her guise, you can't say hello back.
Lexi Lex says, no, it wasn't feminine. People just don't have manners.
That's what it matters. Yeah, it's bad manners for people to not respond with that. I hope you don't have many conversations with that girl.
Get out of Detroit, bruh. Is what Amanda says. Common courtesy, Gorilla Tap.
Common courtesy. Thank you, Gorilla.
Right.
I think that's ridiculous. And in fact, it's we as women, sometimes we might get annoyed at a good morning text. I never liked them because they weren't specific enough.
Oh.
Good morning, queen, grand rising queen is giving mass text energy to me. It means you sent that to everybody you met last night or everybody you met this week, and you're waiting to see who's going to hit you back or what you doing today without anything specific about what my name or what you learned about me. I don't like those kind of texts. But if you sent me one, I might not reply to it. But if I sent you one, I would make it specific to you. And if you didn't reply to me, I would think you were being rude. That's just how I feel.
What's a good morning text to give them? In depth.
Well, you could reference something that you knew I did the night before.
Oh, like,
good
hey,
morning.
How was
that presentation that you had to do? Or how was blah, blah, blah? Or would you like to grab a bite later? Like something more than good morning. Good morning is lazy. Good morning is basic. It's generic.
I like how'd you sleep. I'm a fan of that.
How'd you sleep is also giving mass text energy because you could have sent that to 25 people. Good morning, how'd you sleep? Period.
Well, no. First of all, respect the good morning and how'd you sleep.
I don't.
But what I'm saying is, if he added on, it's like,
you'll get that mass text.
Right, you're gonna get that mass. Woke up thinking about you, maybe wonder how you slept. Also, are you available? What is your availability this week to link up and maybe grab something to eat or just hang out? Is that still a mass
The
text?
word availability is
Yeah.
giving you're at work, is sending a mass email. I said make it specific to me. What is your availability this week? Is like, oh, let me pencil this in. Like,
How's this?
I literally
this?
gave you how to say it. Okay.
How was your presentation? How'd your presentation yesterday go? How's your dad?
How's the
What is
family?
your availability this week? I want to see.
Monty says paragraph with her hand on her spot on.
Oh, you gonna get that
Tanjareen.
paragraph? You texted me. You gonna get that
Yo,
paragraph.
setting up an understanding with your friends. I text a lot. HBU, hit. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
How about you?
Oh, how about you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Understanding where each other are coming from. Yeah, if you're a texter, let the person know as soon as they get your number that you're a texter. But
Because I can't deal with somebody that's not a texter.
because you're a texter.
I'm a
There are
texter.
people who hate texters because they want to call.
I'm not no caller. Don't call me because you ain't talking about nothing.
Bandersnatch says good morning and send the me's. That's hers.
Send them me.
The meats. That's
There's
crazy.
an S at the end of it. Send the me's. There's an S at
Then
the
the
end.
meats is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Gorilla Tap says whoever replied first gets the date. That's how I feel when I see a good morning. I'm like, yeah, whoever replied first to a mass text is going to get, because he used to mass text me, send nudes or something like that. And I'm just like, okay, he sent this to everybody. And I could tell by the response that I wasn't wrong about that.
Listen, Tanjareen, you know how Tanjareen got
CR.
here? She fought through the muck, okay? Tanjareen called me out on my BS and she made herself stand out from the herd. Like, she literally would be like, how many other girls you send this to? I'd be like, none. You know? And then she'd be like, look, all of this, let's make a plan. And it's like, plan? All right. I've never had to make a plan before.
Yeah, we had a whole bucket
Right.
list of things to do other than just coming over and kicking it.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you, Slick Tafari. The question was it answered?
You should teach your class.
Oh yes, it was answered.
Okay, Ashley White says, I would love a good morning text with a compliment or paragraph to it. See, Ashley, she over here trying to get shows.
They perky. He's cute.
Grand Rising Queen, we hate that, Monty. Monty knows we hate that. So, yeah, my advice is to the gentlemen who are watching, if you send a good morning text, make it specific to the young lady. If she doesn't reply, she's rude. She has no manners. She has manners. She has no courtesy. It's not feminine. For her to send it and you to reply is not feminine. I'm not sure what that woman was
It's
thinking.
masculine for her to have said that to you. How about that?
Yeah.
You know what I just get tired of women saying what is okay and not okay for a man to do. You're not a man. So stop saying what is masculine or feminine that a man does. Having emotions is a human gift. So for you to relay your emotion, man, these girls out here are going to be unhappy forever, even if they're in a relationship.
Which kind of ties into what we said at the beginning of the show, that women who have a lot of women friends might have the women in their ear, and that's why they're single. But the flip side could be said for what you just said, because women shouldn't be given advice about what a man should do, could be said about women who are watching men host podcasts about relationships. Women are sick of seeing that. They were so mad at our guy who passed away.
Kevin Samuels,
because he was telling women how to be, more, better as women, and women hated that. And then that other guy who got caught cheating on his wife, who was in the car all the time doing his podcast, Derek something.
Yeah, it wasn't just women, it was black women. And black women, if they don't hate anything else, they hate being grouped into one category. However, the funniest thing about Kevin Samuels' podcast was he would bring on women from different backgrounds and communities, and they would be proving his point perfectly without even being set up. So it'd be like, hey, would you approach a man? She was like, yeah, that's the first thing I would do. If I see a guy who's attractive, and then there's another woman like, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, let me ask you this. How many kids do you have? And she's like, oh, I don't have any. I'd rather do this, and that before I do that. And it's like, people hate that. I'm not glorifying what he said. I'm just telling you why a lot of women who happen to be black were not fans. With that said, I will say this. The world will be a lot better if people stopped doing what they saw on Instagram and Facebook and went off of their emotions. For example, when you say a woman is like, oh, I'm not approaching no man. It's like, okay, so if you want to approach a man, that lets me know that there are other things that you won't do in your life. And what I mean is this. If you are dead broke and you are in a bar and you see an opportunity at the end of the bar by a man holding a contract. It's like, hey, everybody, I'm hiring down at my spot. I know a couple of y'all probably have a degree for exactly what I'm hiring for. Please come get my number and go from there. You're telling me that there's a chance that you won't get up and talk to that man because of your pride and ego, which lets me know that your pride and ego mean more to you than your bank account.
And that's why they're bitter and alone. Kevin Samuel was the truth. I agree, CT. The Meads, Miss Cheryl says, this was a good conversation. Anything else, Slick?
Oh yeah, I want to bring up one more thing. And I think this might be a conversation for another video another time. Going back to what you said about influences on like stuff in like women in other women's ear. I think it's a lot of this new stuff is coming from the music too. And that's why I don't date like under 30, because this I don't cook, I don't clean mentality is killing all the that what could be perfect women or damn near perfect. It's just the mentality, the mindset is coming from these artists and music while they actually married and having relationships, telling other women not to get married and have relationships is crazy.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Gobble it, swallow it, dip down. Yeah.
There's the homegirl of ours. She's in a relationship, and she always says, he didn't marry me for my cooking. And I say, listen, he might not have married you for your cooking, but he will leave you for a girl that cooks.
Whew.
And she's like, no, this and that. And I'm like, look, you better start cooking for that man, because something as simple as a woman saying, hey, what do you like to eat? And him being like, I mean, you know, what are you good at cooking? That's because he don't know what he likes to eat. So if a woman offers him some food and he eats it, that's the fastest way to any man's heart, is cooking for him. If you cook for a man, whoo!
But that's a generalization. There might be some man out there that's like, I don't need you to cook, I can cook for myself.
He had the right meal.
I would rather you help me get my business plan together. There might be some man who's like, I would rather you make sure that our stocks are good, or I would make sure that the house is clean. Like, there might be somebody who's not into cooking. I know a lot of men are. I know most men are. I know you're looking at me like you couldn't imagine it, but not every guy's the same.
I'm not looking at you like I can imagine it. I'm looking at you like you do everything that you listed for me, so it doesn't stop at cooking. But at the same time, it's the simple thing. If I'm hungry and a woman says to me, hey, I made this, would you like it? You're like, I do. That's just how it goes. She and the friend I'm talking about is gorgeous, but sex only goes so far. You come home from work after a long day and you see some food cooked, ooh, without me having to ask you, ooh.
Cooking is special because it's
way
daily.
better than sex.
It's daily and
almost multiple times a day.
Yeah.
This is a great conversation.
Just like a woman wants to not have to worry about, are the lights going to be on?
Right.
We could do a whole episode on paying 50-50 versus somebody taking care of somebody.
Well, let me tell you something. Somebody getting taken care of is always going to win. Women be saying that stuff, but like, who doesn't want to be taken care of?
But we'll stay on topic. Thank you, Slick. We love you. Let me see.
Thank y'all. Love y'all back.
Stop trying to have the social media cookie cutter relationship. It does not exist. Every relationship is different because it's built around individuality of the people in it. It's not a generalization. Men will leave you for food, Gorilla Tap says.
That's facts.
Good to know. Good to know. If I ever cook for someone, they better be real special, Ashley White says.
Every time I go back home and my mom or my sister cook for me, it's like, oh, these women love me. You know what I mean? Like that's how I relate love.
That's your love language though, is acts of service. And you really, because of how they raised you, you love to be cooked for. That's so important to you.
Listen, I could call my sister right now and be like, hey, yo, I need some food. And when I get there, it's going to be cooked and delicious. My mom, same thing. I bet you if I asked your mom, she would do it for me. It's just, that's what it's some primal stuff. It's primal. It's like if a woman sees a guy with defined arms, chest, and abs, there's something that goes on in her mind that's just primally attracted to that, even if she's not into that. It's the same thing with men. Go ahead.
Bandersnatch says, if I care about you, I'm going to cook, no matter the relationship. That's good
See?
to know. I'm too big not to be cooked for, Guy Drip says. You can't be out here hungry, Bandersnatch says.
And it's not just with the food.
Chicken then.
Sex only goes for 5 to 30 minutes, and I'm on to the Xbox. I'm going to tell you that food good all week while I'm eating them leftovers. Good to know, Caliber. Good to know. I'm glad I can cook. This was from Bandersnatch to you, talking about that person who told you it was feminine to say good morning back. She says, an Asian woman would never, Slick. She wants you to stop dating black women.
Damn, man, that's a black woman.
She said this
Wow.
She's just letting you know.
Y'all about to lose Slick. Y'all keep on getting your girls to talk and keep on doing the stuff, man.
All right, thank you, Slick. We are so overtime on this episode, but we always love when you come in.
Love
You
it.
can come back
Thank
next
y'all.
week with another update.
Friend of the show.
For sure. Most
Have
definitely.
a beautiful week.
All right, love y'all.
Love you
Slick
back,
Tafari,
man.
we love you back.
It's a
And
great
just
episode.
real quick, this was a great episode. It was a couple comments. Green Ranger, when you were talking about how I fought through the muck. He says, one time for the wives who fight through the muck.
Gotta fight this much.
Strong arm emoji. Xavion says, that's what a wife does. She steps up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wife
She does. I mean, you know, for whatever reason, Tanjareen is a person that is very disciplined. Her work ethic is crazy, and she truly does go after what she wants. Why she went after me, I don't know, but it was important to her, and I'm glad that I was an important decision. Now, in the sense of you guys, if you are a woman and you single, I just gave you the cheat code. Make your best dish. Tell a dude that you like, hey, I cooked. Come get a plate. He's gonna come. And while he's there, ask him to fix something that you need fixed around the crib.
Yeah, because if you just say I cooked, you bought the groceries, you cooked the groceries, you probably cleaned the house, did the dishes. He's just showing up and eating. That's setting the pattern if that's the only thing. So make sure he reciprocates so you're not always the
how to
one.
get free labor out these brothers.
Yeah, if they know how to fix something. If I had done that to you, what would you fix?
Oh, well, I have a specialty.
Okay.
From the years of 95 through 2006, anything entertainment wise I could do. Like if you're like, yo, my VCR, my DVD player, my TV, this stuff like that, I could always fix it. Nowadays, technology has changed that up quite a bit.
So if I said, yo, I cooked, and while you were here, I said,
what can I
fix
do
something,
now?
what could you fix?
I could swap out your toilet seats. I could definitely fix your toilet. I don't know how to change your water pressure yet. Still trying to learn how to do that. I could change your door jamb. I could
My point is, if you
change some tires.
don't know how to fix something,
Pay somebody else to do it.
it doesn't mean that you don't care about me. It just means I need to find another way for you to show me you care about me.
Oh, that's your point.
Yes.
Well, I need something to eat.
All right, and that's going to do it for today's
You got something in your
episode.
face?
Thank you so much. The show's over now, so I guess it's been there the whole time. Okay, what happened to the event in the event he doesn't leave? I cooked and he's still here.
This is somebody that you want there, Monty.
Oh, look now. I ain't come here to fix stuff. Give me the plate and I'm out, Gorilla Tap says. Oh, you people are terrible. Definitely coming over for that food for sure.
Gorilla.
Oh, this is terrible. Just caught the last 10 minutes. Been super busy. Thank you for getting here.
Come here to fix stuff.
Give me that plate and I'm out. That's disrespectful. Thanks for watching. You got shows coming up. You got anything you want to?
I don't have anything I want to tell them except thank you so much for spending this time with us. Anytime we go over, we've had such a great time.
Yes.
And
thank you, Ashley, for
so
this
grateful.
graphic design that you did for us and framed and mailed to us all the way from North Carolina.
You know
with
what's
this
crazy?
Thank you card.
She mailed that picture.
But she didn't send the nudes.
She ain't sent the nudes.
She ain't sent the nudes.
Thank you guys so much.
Don't send my husband nudes. Well, I know I have to tell you things specifically, Ashley. Don't send my
I
husband
have
nudes.
to tell you things specifically.
Don't mail them. Don't DM them.
I have to tell you
Let him
things.
keep joking about it, but do not comply with his wishes.
Or you can send a group message to Tanjareen and I with your news, right?
Listen
Hey,
to me.
Bandersnatch,
Listen
send
to
us
me
your
only.
news in a group chat.
Bandersnatch, you can send your nudes. Okay, you guys. Guys killing bugs for women. Is enough. Okay,
I
that's
hate
nice.
that. I hate that.
Food cheat code works both ways. Men ain't nothing wrong with baking or cooking something for women. It don't have to be fancy. Jiffy cornbread counts.
Well, apparently nobody appreciates the breakfast that men know how to make.
That's all y'all can make is the duck on it. Scramble
Y'all
it
don't
back.
appreciate nothing.
Straighten the door, replace your garbage disposal, change your oil, patch holes, what you need. Okay, Big Moses. Okay.
Yep.
Can she send them to me? Yes, Callie Burr. She can send them to you because you don't be in a Discord like that. No, she can't. No, Ashley. Tanjareen had to clarify that the nudes were not allowed. All right. I love when you touch on me. Send them all to Gorilla Tap. And he put his actual name, Gorilla Tap 1. That's his.
Hey, they so
I'll
perky, bro.
screen them for CT. Let me get out of here. So many comments. Bam to be sending news. No, Miss Cheryl, she doesn't. But because she's been coming in here shaking
I hope
everything with no bra on, he's like, why don't you send us some news? Ashley, send those Tigo bitties. Okay, we got to get out of here. I'm in the Discord every day. Okay, then no, she can't send you no news. Okay, bye, you guys. Thanks for being here. Amos, thank you so much for sewing us 220 euros.
Thank you.
Super chat. We so strong, baby. Y'all, I think we should stay home tonight.
That's what you think?
I think we should stay home tonight.
That's crazy.
Until you're feeling
that you
better.
think that. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
let us
great.
know in the comments,
I'm
y'all.
gonna run a marathon.